श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम ओम सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति शांति शांति. So we stopped at 18th shloka. पूर्वमधिष्ठानादि पंचकस्य क्रिया हेतुत्वेन आत्मनः सर्वकर्म असंस्पर्शित्वम् उक्तम्. See, earlier we said, we'll start with the beginning. Okay. Earlier we said, adhishthana panchaka, the five adhisthana, etc., these five are cause for the activities. So, and Atma is not in any way associated with any kind of karmas. Okay, sarva karma asamsparshitvam uktam. We said Atma is not associated with any way associated with any karma. Okay, samprati. Now, what do we say? Tamevartham. We are not going to change anything. We are going to say the same thing. This is what we have been doing from the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, second chapter. Okay, jnana jnayadi prakriya rachanaya. Now we are going to use a new methodology. Prakriya, new methodology. Okay, methodology. So by using a new methodology of jnana jnaya etc., traigunya bheda vyakshya, by establishing it into three types, meaning knowledge, known, knower. So knower I, the means knowledge, and the object of knowledge. So these three things, through this methodology viparitum upakramate. To explain it, he is beginning this shloka. Jnanam jneyam parijnata trividha karma chodana karanam karma karteti trividha karma sangraha. Jnanam jneyam parijnata trividha karma chodana karanam karma karta iti trividah karma sangraha. Jnanam jneyam parijnata. Jnanam the means, knowledge is the means, jneyam the object of knowledge, and parijnata the knower. Trividha, these three types of karma chodana. The karma is prescribed. Chodana means to the prerana is the root word. Chodana means that prods us to perform. So these are the three knowledges which are necessary to prod us into karma. We need to know the doer, the means, and the object of knowledge, the result. Karanam karma karta iti. Karanam karma karta. Here you have to understand one thing. You have to distinguish between karma and karma. What is karma and karma? Okay. Karma in one place in the previous line is different, and karma in the second line as karanam karma is different. What is the difference? The previous karma means activity. This karma is not activity. We'll understand from the beginning. Karanam. Karanam means instrument. Karanam means instrument normally. Okay. So, what is karanam? In Sanskrit, we say sadhakatamam karanam. That is the sutra. Sadhakatamam karanam. Whatever is the best approach to gain the result, that is karanam. Okay. Karma. What is karma? Karma is explained as a kartur abhipsitamam karma. That which is most desired by the karta, the doer, is a karma. You understand? Karma is not activity here. The result, that which is most desired by the doer. And karta. Karta is swatantra karta. He is, see, there are 6 karakas. Karakas means, what is karaka? Kriyanvayi karaka. That which is associated with any activity is karaka. Though there are 6 karakas, we are bringing only 3 karakas. Out of these 3, karta is independent. But karanam and karma are dependent upon the karta. You understand? The doer is independent, but if you are going to do a karma, you are going to desire some result, or if you are going to use an instrument to gain that result, you need a doer. You means the doer. Okay. So trividah karma sangraha. This is the essence of karma. Jnanam. Okay. Now before beginning this, I have to warn you. Yeah. 1. The warning is this topic sometimes may go above your head. The commentary which we are going to see here is sometimes may go above your head because if we have not gone through the system of Purmimamsa, the school of Purmimamsa, that philosophy of Purmimamsa, this whole idea will be as like I'm going to explain. Therefore, you may feel like you understood, but at the end, did I really understand? That will be the question. Okay, so just understand it. Try to understand it. Okay, jnanam means vishaya prakasha kriya. Jnanam means vishaya prakasha kriya, the activity which illumines the object. That is the jnanam. Jnaya means tasya karma. Jnaya means object of knowledge, the karma for that. Parignata means tasya ashrayah, one which the jnanam and the jnayam are dependent upon. Ashraya means it is taking refuge in. So without being ashraya also dependence. Without being dependent upon the parignata, there can be no jnanam, there can be no jnaya. So bhokta. Why? Because he is the experiencer, he is the enjoyer. Therefore, antakarana upadi parikalpitaha. Who is this bhokta? Who is this jnata? Who is this knower? The one who is an embodiment of mind, who has the embodiment of mind, who is imagined as embodiment of mind. Okay, he is superimposed, he is imagined as he is the one with embodiment of mind. That is the one who is the experiencer, who is the knower, etc. एतेषां त्रयाणां सन्निपाते हि हानोपादानादि सर्वकर्म आरम्भः स्यात्. So only when these are in association, sannipata here means association, because this word is a very dangerous word. Sometimes it will be, it's like a double-edged sword. Sometimes it will be giving another entirely different meaning. Like aradupakarakam, sannipatyopakarakam. There sannipata is far off. Here it is close by. Only when these are in association close by, hana upadanadi sarva karma arambha. There is a possibility of beginning any kind of karma, whether you want to give up or gain. Hana, give up, upadana, gain. Syat. Ata etatrayam sarvesham karmanam pravartakam tadetara. So therefore, these three, jnanam, jnayam, parignata, these three are important in any kind of karma. That is what is said, vidhi, trividha karma chodhana. Three kinds of expectancies, the important things which needs to be existing for the karmas. Chodhana means, what does chodhana mean? Chodhana iti pravartakam uchyate. Pravartakam, that which instigates us, that which prods us to perform, that which guides us to perform, that which rules us, orders us to perform. That is what is chodhana. Ordering, ruling. Okay. So chodhana iti kriyayaha pravartakam vachanam ahu iti shabare. In shabara it is said, chodhana means that which instigates us to, that statement which instigates, the statement or that word which instigates us to perform the activity is chodhaka. Chodhana. Chodhana cha upadeshascha vidhischaikarthavachina iti bhate. In Bhatta, Kumaral Bhatta, in his commentary, he says, chodhana or upadesha or vidhi, they are all same meanings. Whether you say injunction or you call it teaching or you call it chodhana, it is all same. Bhatecha. Vachane kriya parvartaka vachanatvam yadyapi kriya parvartakam vachane. Vachane means kriya parvartakam vachanat. Kriya parvartaka vachanatvam. Kriya parvartaka, that which makes us involved in an activity, is called as vachana. Though yadyapi chodhana pada shakyataya pratiyate, it is seen as this shakya, as the shakya meaning of chodhana. Shakya. There are two. A word can give a direct meaning, which is shakya, word meaning, or lakshya, the implied meaning. The shakya, the direct meaning which you see there is that which prods us to perform the activity, tathapi still vachanatam vihaya pravartaka matramiha lakshyate. By giving up the vachana, we are only associating ourselves with that prodding character, that ordering character. Jnanadijo vachanatva abhavat. Because in the jnana, etc., this vachana, this statement cannot be there. We are only interested in the injunction, because there can be no statement regarding the jnana, etc. एवमच प्रणियत्वं रेरकत्वं च अनात्मनः एव न आत्मनः इति अभिप्रायः. The idea is whether you are being prodded or you are prodding someone, whether you are being prodded, instigated to do something, or you are the instigator, whichever way, they are all taking place only in the realm of non-self, not in the self, because the self can neither be prodded nor be the prodder. We said already, na hanti na hanyate, it is neither the killer nor does it instigate you to kill. Tatha karanam sadhakatamam bahyam shrotradi antastham buddhyati. So karanam, what is karanam? The sutra is a sadhakatamam karanam, that which is the best method, that is karana. What is the karana instrument here? Instrument is externally the ears, etc., are the instruments. Internally the mind is the instrument. Okay. Karma kartur abhisitamam kriyayaha vyapyamanam utpadyam vikaryam samskaryam cha. Utpadyam apyam vikaryam samskaryam cha. Karma, what is karma? Kartur abhisitamam, that which is most desired by the doer. The doer. What does that mean? It is that which is engulfed by, pervaded by the kriya, by activity. What if it is pervaded by the activity means? What does that mean? It is of four types. They are of four types. He says utpadyam, it is something which is created, produced. Apyam, gained. Vikaryam, transformed. Samskaryam, cleansed, purified. So you can gain something through only these four means. You can produce it, you can gain it, you can transform it from one thing to other, or you can purify it. So only these four methods are possible to gain anything. Karta cha. So karta, what is karta? Who is the doer? Itara karaka aprayojyatve sati sakala karakanam prayokta. So though he is independent, swatantra karta, he is independent of all the karakas, those which are involved in the activities, but still without him no activity is possible. That is the karta. Nirvartaka, kriyayaha nirvartaka, one who performs all the activities, karta. Chidachit granthi rupa, who is he really? One who is the combination of consciousness and unconsciousness, meaning the consciousness and inert, sentiency and inert. That association, that coupling is a karta. He is the doer, because the jiva is the doer. Who is a jiva? One who has the association of consciousness and inertness. That is the idea. Okay. Trividhas triprakara. This is of three types. Karma sangruhyate samaveti samaveti ityatra iti karma sangraha karmashaya. Karma sangruhyate, where the karmas are clubbed together, brought together, put in brief, that is what is karma, meaning karma ashraya, that which is where the karmas are based, dependent upon. But wait, in Sanskrit there are 6 karakas, there are 7 declensions. Leave the vocative, there are 7 declensions otherwise. Okay, now out of 7 declensions you have 6 karakas. The 6th case is not a karaka. 6th case is a sheshe shashti. With this sutra, in all the other meanings, whichever meaning we have not used earlier, for all the other karakas, in that meaning shashti is used, 6th case is used. 6th case is normally used in relationship between the doer and the karma, relationship with doer and karta, karana, etc. In all those different relationships, you use the sixth case. Therefore, sixth case is not karaka. It is not used in activity directly. It is not involved in the activity directly. Okay. So now you said karta, karma, karanam. First three case. Karta is the first case, karma is the second case, and karana is the third case. Now you have established the three cases. What about the other three cases? So for that he says chakararthad iti shabdat. There the iti, with that iti the chakara is there, which means the and. Okay, with the in the sense of and, you say sampradana, apadana, adhikaranam cha, rashitrayam antarbhutam. We are bringing in these three: sampradana, apadana, and adhikarana. Fourth case, fifth case, and seventh case. Adharo adhikaranam, etc. Okay. Evam कारक षट्कम एव त्रिविधम क्रियायाः आश्रयः न तु कूटस्थ आत्मा इत्यतः. Therefore, these six karakas means that which are involved in the activity. These six karakas are those which are based on the kriya activities, not the atma. Kutastha is not involved in any activity because he is activityless. Akarta, abhokta, etc. we have seen. Karma prerakasya, karma ashriyasya cha karaka rupatvat. Whether the karma is you are instigating a karma or you are based on a karma, dependent on a karma, it is all because of the karaka. Traigunyatmakatva cha akaraka swabhavo gunatitascha atma. Because karma preraka and karma ashraya, it can be only based on the thing which is of three qualities, three attributes: sattva, rajas, tamas. Only there you can see this karma ashraya or karma prerakatva, meaning the instigator of the karma or the depender on karma, base for karma. Now the self is not. Why? Because he says akaraka svabha gunatitascha. Atma is not a karaka because he is gunatita, he is beyond the gunas. The karakas needs to be dependent on the gunas, sattva, rajas, tamas. Therefore he says sarva karma asamasparshi iti abhipraya, meaning the self is not associated with any kind of karma, any kind of activity. Athava, or you can interpret it in different way. Jnanam nye prerana rupam. Lingadi shabdajanyam. Jnanam means prerana, that which instigates us, prods us. How do you know it is prodding us? It's instigating me, it is making me involved in that. Lingadi shabdajanyam. It is gained through the ling, etc. Ling, etc. means the nominal, the verbal case ending. A verb, case ending, ling, etc. Ling, etc. here, even in verb case ending, the case ending, that which gives the idea of order, to do, like that. So that is ling, etc. Okay. Now, Nyayam means tasya jnanasya vishayatvena lingadi shabda swarupam prerakam. So Nyayam means as the subject matter of that knowledge, that which is understood through the ling, etc. Ling, etc. Injunction, verb ending, verb suffix, prerakam. That is how you understand this is making me involved in the activity. Parijnata tasya jnanasya ashraya preraniha. So parijnata is that one who is for whom this instigation is done, one who is instigated by the injunction. Iti evam trividha karma chodana karma kriya purusha vyapara rupa arthi bhavana. This is the three stages of the activity, meaning this is what is arthi bhavana. Arthi bhavana means purusha vyapara rupa. where the person, there is a transaction done by a person. That kind of transaction is called as arthi bhavana. Tad vishaya chodana prerana vidirupa shabdi bhavana. And the injunction which you gain, the idea of injunction which you gain in that statement is called as a shabdi bhavana. There are two like there is this swarga kamo yajeta, there is a statement, there is a yaja dhatu, there is a yajate, swarga kamo yajeta, yaja dhatu, and there is a ta pratyaya. Ta is a vidhi pratyaya, okay, and yaja dhatu, that is a root word. So you have akhyayamsha and the vidhi amsha. This first part yaja, that is a arthi bhavana, and the ta makes us, prods us, instigates us to perform the karma. That is a shabdi bhavana. That is the idea here. Okay. Tatha karanam. Similarly, karanam. So, itikartavdakam sadhanam dhatvartha. That is a dependent upon the itikartavyata. Itikartavyata means this is how it should be done. It is based on the root word. Meaning, how do I do that? How do I perform this karma? What is that I have to do to gain that swarga? Yajeta. Yaja. Dhatu is yaja dhatu. Yaja means puja sangati karna prarthaneshu. Yaga, etc. Deva puja, yaga, etc. So, karma, bhavyam, swargadi phalam. Karma is a bhavya. Bhavya means bhavitu bhavananukulo bhavitur vyapara bhavana. The object which you meditate upon, the result which you meditate upon is bhavana. That which is capable of desiring by the desired person. By a person, something which, if he is capable of desiring, means right. There are possibilities, there are limits to the desires also. I cannot desire something which I cannot fulfill. So that also is taken care of here. Karta, falakamanavan purusha. Karta, who is the doer? The person who desires the results, who wants the results. Okay. Kriyayaha nirvartaka. The person who completes the kriya, the activity. One who is capable of performing the activity. Trividaha karma sangraha. These are the three types of karma. Karma pum vyaparo rupa artha bhavanaya sangraha samshaya. Meaning, karma means activity by a person. Meaning, it is arthi bhavana. We already saw. Arthi bhavana is activity, and shabdi bhavana is the injunction, that which instigates us. Tat evam artha bhavana rupa pum prayatnasya videyasya abhavad shabda bhavana rupa vidhir na shuddham atmanam gocharayati. See, this artha bhavana is is with respect to the effort by the person, and there in that arthi bhavana there is no vidhi, injunction there. Therefore, shabda bhavana rupa vidhi, that shabda bhavana rupa vidhi, that injunction which is of the shabdi bhavana nature, that cannot give the knowledge of the Atma. Injunction cannot give you the knowledge of Atma. Karakashrayatvad vidhi vidheyo. Because the vidhi, the injunction is dependent upon the karaka, the different stages. And this fellow, self, is not associated in any form, with anything. Asangohi ayam purusha. That is why he says taduktam. That is why it is said Traigunya Vishaya Veda Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna. The Vedas are dependent upon the three gunas, the Karta, Karma, Karanam, and or the Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Whereas the self is never associated with the Karta, Karanam, Karma, or the Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. Karakanam cha Traigunya Rupatvam Anantaram eva Vyakyasyate Ityavipraya. The Karaka, being the object of the three gunas, will be explained in the later portion. Atra Prasangad Vidhis Chintyate. Since we have spoken about the Vidhi, what is an injunction? What is an injunction? So that is explained now. Chintyate means we are thinking. Thinking means we are explaining that. We are explaining regarding the injunction. Pravritti hetutvena prerana tavat sarvaloka anubhava siddha. The injunction is that which makes us perform the activity, that which instigates us to perform the activity. This is commonly seen in the world. It's a common knowledge of the world. What? Yes, a statement which makes us perform, do things is viji, is injunction. Where have you seen that? He is giving example. Rajnya prerito, balena prerito, brahmanena prerito, amiti, he pravartamana vaktaru bhavanti. The person who is performing an activity gives an explanation. What does the explanation? He says, why are you doing that? Oh, that king told me to do it. This kid told me to do it. Kid, boy, this young boy told me to do it. This Brahmin told me to do it. King, kid, and Brahmin. Okay? These people told me to do it, so I am doing. Each one gives an explanation. Why do we stress upon these three people? Because sacha pravartana, pravartaka rajadi nishtha. That pravartana, that instigation, that injunction is based on the raja, etc. Because there is a sentient being behind any injunction in the world. In the world, you need a sentient being behind any injunction. That is why he says, Tatra utkrishta nikrishtam prade pravartavana ajna preshana iti chauchyate. So, if a higher person gives an order to a lower person, that is called as preshana or ajna, order, or preshana also is order, injunction. Okay, now निकृष्टस्य उत्कृष्टं प्रति प्रवर्तना यांच्या अध्येषणा इति चौच्यते. And when a lower strata person gives an instigation to higher strata person, it is called as a request. Yanchya means request, pleading. Okay, now he requested me to do it, I am doing it, right? So that kind of thing is possible. Now samasya samamprati उत्कर्ष निकर्ष औदासीन्येन प्रवर्तना अनुज्ञा अनुमति रीति उच्यते. If some equivalent, some two people who are equivalent, who don't see themselves to be higher cadre or lower cadre, when there is a order between them, then it is called as anujnya or anumati. Means he is giving his consent. Okay, so there is order, there is request, and there is consent. Where have you seen these three status? With the example, the Raja, the king, gives the order, the boy of a lower strata, therefore he requests, and a Brahmin gives consent to the another Brahmin to perform the karma. Okay, you can do that. Okay, in this way, there are three levels of that order. Chauchite. Techa ajnadayah jnana visheshaha ichcha visheshaha va chetana dharmaha eva loke prasiddha. So these ajna etc., these order etc., whether it is with respect to the knowledge or with respect to the desire, you are doing something because you have the knowledge of that or you have the desire for that. So whichever it is, in the world, they are accepted to be dependent upon a person. That order or that injunction is dependent upon a person. That is how it is seen in the world. Vedetu vidhina aham prerita karomi iti yavaharo bhavanti. See, in the Veda, there is no sentient being behind it. So you just say, the injunction told me to perform, so I am doing it. See, Vedas, what is Veda? Apurushayam Vakyam Veda. A statement which is not written by a person, said by a person, is uttered by a person, is called as Veda. Right? Now, written by, see, we don't have the habit of keeping anything in writing. The tradition is, that is how the tradition is even now. They memorize everything. They don't keep it in writing. They memorize everything and then transform it from their memory. That is how they teach. Even now, the Vedas are taught only from the memory. And there are people who memorize all these things. the bhashya, etc. They just memorize and they just sit there and from their memory they teach. That is how many people do it. Now we have lost that memorizing capability, etc. Because we are not trained to do that. So now these people, let us say example, like who wrote Mahabharata? Don't say Vyasa. Vyasa didn't write Mahabharata because Vyasa deputed his assistant. Who was his assistant? Ganapati to write. Ganeshji wrote it. Vyasa said, and whatever Vyasa uttered, Ganeshji wrote it. Do you say Ganesh? It is Ganesh. Ganesha is the author? No. From whom it came, that person is the author. Vyasa is the author. Ganesha just recorded it. Just that's all. He broke his trunk and he used that as the pen. So now that story apart, the idea is from which head it came, that person is referred to as the author. Now Vedas have not come from an individual person. Therefore, we don't claim this person to be author, the other person to be author, etc. Now, therefore, tatra स्वयं अचेतनत्वाद् अपौरुषेयत्वाच्च वैदिकस्य विधेहे न चेतनधर्मेण आज्ञादिना प्रेरकता सम्भवति. See, since it is not sentient, it is inert, the Veda is inert, and it is not written by a person, it has not come from a sentient being. Therefore, the Vaidika Vidhi, the Vedic injunction, will not have the same kind of characteristics of prodding, instigating, etc. as you see in the worldly sense. Okay, so atah, therefore, swadharmena eva cha sa abhyavagantavya gatyantra bhava. So you have to accept it's as its inherent nature. The instigating capability without having a sentient being is its nature. You have to accept it like that. So evacha dharma chodana pravartana prerana vidhi upadesha shabda bhavana iti chauchyate. So that nature, that characteristics of the Veda, which without depending upon any sentient being gives you the idea of injunction, etc. That is what is said as that dharma is what is called as a chodana. That dharma is what is called as pravartana, instigation. Chodana is also instigation, pravartana is also instigation. Prerana, it is giving you some strength, okay, encouraging you, the encouragement. Vidhi, injunction, upadesha, teaching, shabda bhavana, it is also called as shabda bhavana. Okay, vidhi rupai shabda bhavana. Tatra kechit alaukikam eva shabda vyaparam kalpiti. Some people, they imagine non-worldly divine activity for these words of the Vedas. Anyetu, but the others, kriptene upapattao. When it is possible through the words itself, why do you have to depend upon some divine characteristics there? So na alogi kalpanam rasante. They don't accept they don't tolerate the idea of some non-worldly activity there. Parvartana hi parvarti hedu vyapara. Parvartana means it is a character, a transaction which is conducive for involving in any activity. Okay. Vidhi shabdasya cha akshyatattvena dashalakara sadharanena upadhina purusha pravrittir rupa artha bhavanam prati vachakatvam tadjnana hetutvam iti yavat. Meaning, the vidhi shabda, the injunction, a word of injunction, which is gained through the akshyata amsha. There is two amsha, akshyata amsha, dhatu amsha, etc. We see it in the Purivamsa. Now, which is a dashalakara samanya. It is there, the 10 different kinds of verbal declensions. It is common for all. Okay. Now, with that kind of embodiment, dashalakara samanya embodiment, purusha pravritti rupa artha bhavanam prati. for making us involved in an activity, you need the arthi bhavana. So for that arthi bhavana, it becomes the vachaka. Vachaka means it becomes the cause for that kind of knowledge. Sacha jnata eva anushtatum shakyate. Only when a person understands it, a person who is capable of understanding it, only he can follow that order. Iti tad di hetuho api shabdasya tad hetutvam paramparaya bhavati. So the knowledge also becomes the possibility of gaining that knowledge also becomes a means for performing the activity. Tatra, because you are given an injunction, if you don't even recognize that it is an injunction, it's an order, then how can you perform that? Or if you don't even feel that it is an order for me, then how will you be able to perform it? So you have to be able to understand that order and accept it as for you. Tatra vidhi shabdasya purusha pravritti rupa bhavana jnana hetur vyaparaha tad vachaka shaktimattaya vidhi shabda jnanam. So vidhi, a word of injunction, purusha pravritti rupa bhavana jnana hetu, becomes the cause for purusha pravritti. Okay, for him to imagine, be interested in the result. Okay, therefore tad vachaka shaktimattaya vidhi shabda jnanam. In giving you the power of word, through that power of word you gain that vidhi shabda jnanam. That becomes vidhi shabda jnanam. Vidhi shabda jnanam means the knowledge of the word of injunction. Sa evac tasya pravritti hetu vyapara iti. So that knowledge of the injunction is the cause for performing that activity. Iti pravartana abhidhaniyata labate. It becomes pravartana. Aikyakyamsha pravartanamsha. So it becomes pravartana. Jnana dvarenaiva shabdasya pravritti janakatvat. Because only through that knowledge you gain the idea that there is an injunction here, and it makes you interested in that, and it makes you perform that activity. Jnana janaka vyapara atirikta vyapara kalpane mana bhavat. Because other than the transaction of giving you the knowledge, there can be no other different idea here. Okay, jnana janakascha vyaparaha. From the knowledge, what is gained? The idea that this transaction should be performed. Tasya swajnanam shakti jnanam, shakti vishishta jnanam. And for that vyapara, there are three states. One is swajnanam, that knowledge of the word; shakti jnanam, the meaning of the word; and shakti vishishta jnanam, both. Shakti vishishta swajnanam. So knowledge of the word, meaning of the word, and both associated. So tatra adyoho anyatarasya shabda bhavanatvam tritiyasya tu tatra karanamiti vekah. See, the first two, either of the first two becomes the shabdi bhavana, and the third one, shabda vishishta shakti vishishta swajnanam, it becomes a karanam, the instrument. Okay, this is the idea. Evam ste nishkarsha. In this situation, this is the essence. This is what it all boils down to. Vidhina swajnanam janyate. Through the vidhi, the knowledge of that whatever it is going to establish is gained. Pravartanatvena abhidhiyate apiti. And after that knowledge is gained through the injunction, it makes you interested in that activity. It makes you to perform that activity. It instigates you to perform that activity. Vishishta jnanameva shabda bhavana, and this vidhi jnanameva, and this knowledge of injunction is what is called as shabdi bhavana. We already saw that. Tasyam cha purusha pravritti rupa artha bhavana eva bhavita. The knowledge part is a shabdi bhavana, and the activity part is a arthi bhavana. Okay, knowledge part is shabdi, because from shabda you gain only the knowledge, and artha means vishaya. So activity is involved in necessary for a vishaya. So this is the simple way to understand knowledge shabda and activity artha. because artha means wealth and activity, and with wealth you can do any activity, and shabda word means it can only produce knowledge, it cannot do anything else. So that is the idea. करणतया च प्रवृत्तिवाचक शक्तिमद विधि ज्ञानमेव. And as an instrument, what happens is this shabda jnana and in association with the instigating property is the instrument. So whatever he said in the previous line, the karana is both endowed with shakti vishishta swajnanam. Shakti vishishta swajnanam means bhavana, shabdi bhavana with arthi bhavana, meaning the knowledge of the word with the idea of instigation through that word. So okay, bhavana sadhyasyapi फलवच्छिन्नं भावनां प्रति करणतम फलकरणत्वाद एव यागस्य इव स्वर्ग भावनां प्रति न विद्यते. सी भावना साध्यस्यापि फलवच्छिन्नां भावना. सी यागेन स्वर्गं भावयेत. So स्वर्ग कामो यजेत. What is that? What does that statement give you? What knowledge does that statement give you? First, it gives you yagena bhavayet. Through the yaga, you have to perform this, desire this. Okay, you have to perform through yaga. Perform what? So yaga becomes your goal. Now yaga is not the goal. Through the yaga, you want the swarga. Swarga is your goal. So that is what he says. Falavachanna bhavanam prati. For that bhavana which is endowed with the result, swarga kamah swargam yagena bhavayet. Swargam yagena bhavayet. Phala with along with the phala, the method to gain that phala, the means to gain that phala, that karanatam. For that phala karanatvad, because this yaga becomes the cause for the phala, the result. Therefore, like the yaga, the result swarga also becomes a bhavana, a part of that bhavana. Therefore, there is no contradiction. Tatha cha purushah swapravritti bhavayet. So therefore, the person should become involved through that injunction. Kena iti apekshayam. How should I do? Kena bhavayet. There are three stages: kim bhavayet, kena bhavayet, katham bhavayet. Kim bhavayet, what should I wish for? You should wish for the yaga for gaining the swarga. So wish for yaga for swarga. So that is kim bhavayet. Kena bhavayet. How do I do that? So for that upayam, the methodology. What is the methodology? Yaga. So he says purusha pravritti vachaka shaktimattaya jnatena vidhi shabdena iti karanamsha purnam. The instrument is the yaga. That becomes the part of that kena bhavayet. How do I perform it? So kim bhavayet, kena bhavayet, and there is katham bhavayet. Why should I do it? Katham. Why? How? So for that, katham iti akanshayam. How? For that, arthavadehi stutva iti kartavyatamsha purnam. The arthavadas, the extolling statements, it praises this karma and makes you, katham means this is how you do. This is how means how. Like there is a statement, vayurvaikshepishta devata. So vayum shvetam alabhet bhuti kamah. There is a statement. If you want name and fame, you have to do worship Vayu. You have to do fire oblation for Vayu. Why do I have to do? I can worship Shiva, Krishna, this, that and all. Why do I have to worship Vayu? Then there is a extolling statement, Arthavada, which says Vayurvaikshepishta devata, because Vayu is very fast. He may be fast. So what? Because he goes very fast, he will bring the result also fast. So it makes you desire to perform that yaga. So katham bhavet, by praising that. So he says iyam gauhu. In the world also you see this thing. You see the same idea here. Iyam gauhu kraya. This cow is something. This cow can be bought. You get the idea. This cow should be bought. This cow should be bought. Now there is a vidhi, there is an injunction. So there is a desire that I have to buy this cow. So kim bhavayat, buying this cow. Kena bhavayat, through with money, etc. Katham, why should I buy it? So for that it says laukika, within this worldly love, bahukshira, it gives a lot of milk. Jivat vatsa, it has a calf. And strepatya samam samina iti, and it has not lost any kids. All the kids are alive. So it's a very healthy cow. Iti alaukika arthavada vadavat alaukika ityadi laukika arthavat. In the world also you see the price of something which you need to perform. Only when there is this price statement of price, you are involved, interested in that activity. Similarly, in the Vedas also, there is this extolling statement. Nano. Akshatatvene vidhi shabdat upasthita purusha pravritir bhavyataya anvetu. Let the purusha pravritir, the effort of the person, be associated through the vidhi, through the injunction statement. Let it be. Karanantu katham anupasthitam anveti. The instrument is not there in that system. How will, without any possibility, how can it be connected there? For that is a uchyate, we will say. Vidhi shabdah tavat shravanena upasthapitah. Vidhi, the injunction is gained through the shravana. When you hear, you understand there is a injunction here. Tasya purusha pravritti vachaka shaktirapi. And injunction for whom? For me. Only you have to gain that knowledge. There is an injunction. Okay, it is for someone. Then there is no point in that vidhi become instigator product. So it should be associated with you. Oh, this is giving this injunction for me. This is a prescription for me. Okay. In this way, smaranena upasthapita. And that, okay, I am eligible for that. Therefore, it is prescribing for me. In this way, there is this memory of that, the recollection of that idea associated with that injunction. Tat ubhaya vaishishtyam tan nishta jnatata. So through the injunction, you gain the idea, purusha pravritti, and association with you. So with both these things, there is the knowing, that which is gained through your mind. Manasa iti jnatata. The knowership is through your mind. I am the knower and I am the performer. The jnata and the karta, both I am. Okay. Vachak shakti mattaya jnato vidhi shabda upasthita eva. With reference to the vidhi, with the knowledge associated with that vidhi, it comes to me and I am the person, the doer, knower, etc. It naturally is gained through that vidhi itself. Anena yad shaknuyat tad bhavyediti. So what does that mean? There is an injunction, there is this knowledge, and I understand it is for me. Okay. Now, jyotishtomena jeta. There is a yaga, jyotishtomena jeta. For yagas like that, you have to spend a lot of money. You have to invite a lot of people and perform that. I don't have that kind of money. So what will I do? I cannot perform that. So I have to choose something else instead of that kind of huge, extravagant karma. That is why he says, yad shaknuya tad bhavyediti. Through this, anena, through this, through the word, through that knowledge, and through the association with yourself, you have to only desire for things which you are capable of. Iti pratishabdam swadhyaya vidhi tatparyat shabda atiriktena upasthapitam. Swadhyayo adhyetavyah. There, swadhyaya means your own chapter. That is how we understand. If you are finished performing your own chapter, then if you are capable of performing, reading something else, you can go on to read other Vedas also. But first you have to perform your own karmas, which you are capable of. So that is with that idea, upastitamapi shabda bodhe bhasteva. So this kind of idea will be gained immediately when you hear, okay, this I am capable of. This I can do. That idea also is gained through the words themselves. Yatha, like ज्योतिष्टोमादि नामधेयम यथा वा लिंग विनियोज्यो मंत्रः. Like Jyotistoma, there is a Namadheya. Jyotistomene Jeta Surgame Jeta with a name. Namadheya, the word is used there. Namadheya means by a name, karma differs. You give two difference, Jyotistoma and Soma Jyoti. Because they are two different names. One is Jyotishtoma and the other is Soma Jyoti. Both, though Soma and Jyoti are the deities, but since they are two different names, they are accepted to be two different karmas. Okay, example I am giving. So, Yatha Linga Viniyojyo Mantra. And mantra, what is a mantra? Linga Viniyojya, through which you understand the vidhi, Viniyoga. Okay. Yajeta, why do I have to perform Agnihotram, Juhyat, why do I have to perform Agnihotra? Swarga Kama, for the result, Swarga. So there is a Viniyoga, there is an application there. Swarga, for Swarga, you have to perform this karma. Okay, so that also is because Mantreneva Smartavya iti Nyayat. You have to remember only through the mantra. Prayojana Samveta Arthasmarako mantra. What is mantra? During the time of application, it reminds you what next, what should be performed next. That is what is mantra. Okay, tad uktam acharyehi udbhid adhikarane. This is what Acharya Jaini has said in the Udbhid Adhikarana. There is Adhikarana called Udbhid Adhikarana. In that he said, Anupasthita Visheshanaha Vishishta Buddhir na bhavati na tu anabhita Visheshanaha. See, if the Visheshana itself is not there, then the adjective endowed adjectified knowledge will never be gained. If there is no adjective itself, if I don't say adjective, if I don't say red, and if I just say flower, then I get the name only the flower, because I have not even said the name red. Now, anabhita visheshanaha, anupasthita visheshana, it is not even there. But see, there are different colors of there are different. This is one color flower. I just say one color flower. I didn't even say it is a red color or blue color. But just because I have said a colorful flower, then I mean that is a color associated with red or blue something. So I gain a knowledge that it is adjective endowed adjectified. When I just say this is a flower, I don't gain the adjective endowed adjectified knowledge. But when I say this is a colorful flower, I gain the, even though the red, blue, etc. colors are not specifically mentioned, I gain the knowledge of adjective endowed adjectified. Iti. Evam arthavadana upasthitihi. In this way, the arthavadas, etc., the extolling statements, etc., come and hit you and make you perform the activity. Shrotena prashastyasya tu taireva lakshanaya. So it hits you in your ears, and because there is a praising idea there in that statement. Therefore, through the implication, it makes you perform. Directly, there is no meaning for that word, that's extolling, that praising. But with association with that injunction, it makes some sense. Iti tat ubhayanishta jnatataya. Like the anabhita. Even though you didn't say specifically, but it is implied there. So that is why he says ubhayanishta jnatatayaha. Ubhayanishta jnatataya means through it is there is jnatata, there is a knowership there with respect to the extolling statement and the injunction statement. Manasa iti arthavadehi. How do I know? Through the mind. I process it to the mind and understand it. Iti arthavadehi prashastatvena jnatva iti kartavitamsha anvayo api upannaiva. So, by praising something, I understand it. Through that knowledge, it becomes a part of iti kartavita. This is how you have to do. Iti kartavita means katham bhavet. How do I perform? Perform through this yaga. Why? Because it is faster. In that way, it connects you to the karma. That is the idea. Iti upanna eva. We'll see this. Om purnamata purnamidam purnat purnamudachyate purnasya purnamadaya purnameva avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.